Hello everyone, just Gorn here and welcome back to the Blijdorp Zoo Tour. We ended last episode at the Oceanium across from this gift shop over here, which we are going into right now. And as you can see by the title, today we are joined by Wildlife Quest.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Yeah, so for those who don't know Wildlife Quest, he makes videos just like mine. He makes zoo tour videos of mostly Dutch zoos, and they are actually really good, and you deserve way more subscribers for it.
Oh, thank you. I have a lot of fun making those, so yeah.
By the way, what should I call you during this video, actually?
You can just call me Brian.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, as you can see, we're in a gift shop right now. This is kind of the main gift shop of the zoo over here at the entrance. And I love this shark that is just going through the window.
That's awesome.
And yeah, just your all of your average gift shop stuff. I mean, we're just going to show all of it so that people can take their reference photos from it. But yeah, you got all your stuffed animals, toys, snakes, just whatever, anything that you could want. These way too big crocodile. That's actually the same huge giant crocodile that I don't think anyone ever is gonna buy at the Beeksberg. I just noticed.
A giant crab plushie.
Yes. Oh, the crab is so good. I want it so bad, but it's so expensive. But yeah, here we can see the entrance, the place where you can get your strollers. And over here is the bathrooms, and we're just gonna go have a look at the restaurant over here as well. And this is called the Spoonbill, which is a very fitting name, if you ask me, for a restaurant. Seeing as how the spoon is a utensil.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And yeah, just absolutely huge space. And what I didn't notice really while being in here until I looked at this building from like Google Earth is that the entire building is like really curved. Like it's like almost a circle. And yeah, you can kind of see that in here as well. This is a super awesome like self-service area which kind of resembles the entrance of the zoo as well. In the whole ceiling.
Pretty cool design, the circular building, yeah. And
yeah, we just have some for once I was ballsy enough to make some kitchen recordings for people, so take your reference photos for your own restaurant in Planet Zoo and enjoy. Yeah.
I've been to Blijdorp a bunch in the past, but I've never eaten here.
Oh yeah, I've had like a bunch of fries. I think I had a burger here once, so that's pretty good. It's just your average, like pretty much all zoos here have the same kind of menus, like burger, fries, sandwich. Nothing spectacular, but I mean, if that's all you want. Like for me, it's just like, I just want a burger. It's fine. Don't make it too fancy. Although Beeksberg actually has a bunch of nice little dishes that I really like, but that's not the zoo we're at right now. So over here in the hallway leading up that we just saw as well, there's these really cool like vintage posters, which I quickly just wanted to show you guys because
that's pretty sick.
I really like them. And now we're gonna go outside and get to the meat of this video, which is the North America area. So we just have quickly the terrace over here, but immediately across we have the raccoon enclosure. And we can already see some of the North American theming with like the deer skull sticking on the side of that building over there. And yeah, what we can also see is that they're currently working on the tiling over here. Actually, the entire entrance area is being re-tiled at the moment, which started like the day after I recorded this. So I'm curious to see what that's gonna look like. But yeah, here's the raccoon enclosure.
I love raccoons.
Yeah, they are so lovely. I like how in America you would barely see them in zoos because they're just everywhere over here, and here in Europe we're like, yeah,
freaking love him.
Freaking love him. Look at him, he's washing. That's why it's a washing bear.
Yeah.
But yeah, this enclosure is super cool. You've got a bunch of theming around that little hut. Which is their indoor shelter as well, but there's this little campfire, like cooking stove thing.
Oh, that's sick.
It's super cute. It's super cute. There's even a little waterfall over there, which you don't really see because it flows away from you. But yeah, just look at the boys.
Perfect. Oh, and they can also enter the little house.
Yeah, when it's raining, they'll often be inside of there. So yeah,
Awesome.
you can see this beautiful sign over here. Really cool. There's a bunch of these. I think they're pretty old. There's some of these for the elephant and the rhino as well. If you really pay attention around Blijdorp, you can find a couple of distinct sign styles, which kind of correspond to certain eras of the zoo, I'm guessing.
It's pretty cool that they still have those around.
Yeah, and there you can see that little shack with the deer skull. We'll see a bunch of that exact similar theming throughout this episode.
Classic
because,
American stuff.
Yeah, apparently that's the only thing that defines a North American area. It's just putting skulls on things. But yeah, now we are going to go to probably the coolest area of the North America area, which is the Arctica section. So yeah, over here is the start of it. So we're going past the raccoon habitat and we're going to move up into Arctica. So the first thing we encounter over here is this netted over enclosure, which is for the Arctic fox.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we have this lovely stream over here, which is super cool. I just always love enclosures like this where the water from the enclosure flows under like the visitor path and stuff like that.
I love that this enclosure sloping up.
Yeah, and it's on top of something else, which we'll go inside of in a moment, which is just super cool and kind of validates me a little bit with what I'm doing with Key Park, which is really cool. But yeah, over here we can see we're going through different seasons. So this was like a month or two ago. It had frozen a lot and this entire stream was like frozen over and the water was flowing through the ice. It was so cool. And then this is during the summer, which you can see it's a lot more lush and beautiful. And yeah, it's really cool to see how these areas like kind of vary in between seasons, I think.
Pretty nice that, like the Netherlands, it's pretty good for that since this is a North American section.
Yeah, for these animals it's quite nice. I mean, I guess for the polar bears it can get a little bit too hot in the summers, but just look at this area. It is super nice. So yeah, we have a lovely view of the polar bear habitat that we just saw, and this again during the summer it's a lot more green and lush and beautiful.
This is a great view.
Yeah, this is a great. I love how, especially from over here, like when you get close up to the fence, you can definitely see the moat, but from over here it kind of blends in a lot more, which is really nice. We also have this big aviary over here, which is for the Stellar sea eagle, which for some reason love to sit like really up close over here on this branch.
That's awesome.
So it's really cool. I think I've seen them here like 2 or 3 times, sitting in that exact spot. So likely as you will as well. Yeah, we have a little peek of the polar bear backstage over there. These are actually 2 separate enclosures with a moat in the middle. And you've got one of these indoor areas on this side, which you can see over here, and on the other side, the other enclosure has one of those as well. So yeah, here we can see a nice look of the moat, which has a little staircase going into that indoor area for if the polar bear were to fall in, they can just get out themselves. Not on the visitor side, of course.
Yeah, pretty handy.
But yeah, I love the way that this is set up. It works super well. And over here, as we zoom in a little bit, you can see like that electrical wire in the back. That is where the moat is that separates the 2 habitats. And honestly, yeah, look at him go. But yeah, if it weren't for that wire, you could barely tell that there's actually a moat over there, which is pretty freaking sick.
Yeah, it's sick. Like,
yeah,
backdrop's amazing.
This guy was doing this for like hours. It was fantastic. But yeah. So over here above you can see that Arctic fox habitat going on top of this rock structure, and yeah, I mean you can clearly tell there's a door inside over there. So we're actually going to enter this rock structure and look at the. Yeah, I mean it's an indoor viewing for the guests, but it's not like the indoor area of the polar bears. That's elsewhere. But yeah, from inside of this cave we have another viewing point. And it's jaw-dropping. This is so freaking cool.
This is awesome. Oh,
yeah, so you've got this grandstand view of the water over here, where you can, if you're lucky, see the polar bear swim. As is the case with many of these underwater viewings, the water isn't always the cleanest, so you don't have that great of a sight of them. It's mostly just blue. But sometimes you can make out something polar bear shaped kind of in the water.
Yeah,
like
works.
over here. And I mean, it's just so much fun. Like they definitely use it a lot, and it's really cool. Look at it. You can kind of make it out.
That's awesome.
It's so
I
cool.
love that from down here you also still have that amazing backdrop that's just trees in the background. You don't see anything behind there.
Yeah, not even parts of the city really, which is really well done. Then over here we've got this icy cave with a lot of theming and things. Very Arctic. And yeah, you can barely see it through this little hole. There's a little polar bear over there.
Wait.
Definitely a bit dated, I think, but it's still really cute. It's a nice little discovery thing. And yeah, stuff like this is... Blijdorp has so much of this, which is just so good. These educational areas with TV screens and videos playing, signs, dioramas.
Oh, that.
Like, Blijdorp is definitely the zoo that does this the most and just the best. It's so cool. Yeah, even...
I love all the education around here.
Yeah, because even up here on the seating for that TV screen, we can go up and we can see like the ice dripping down over there. And I was trying to avoid filming children over here, which is why the angle isn't super great. But yeah, over here you can see like another diorama of the melting polar caps. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Because people definitely want to go up the stairs to find out, ooh, what's up there?
Ooh, what's up there?
You
Yeah.
got a cool little diorama.
Here you go, depression. The ice caps are melting, and it's our fault.
Yay!
Yeah. No, but yeah, tons of education about global warming, things like that. Of course, it's very relevant for the polar bears over here. And then over here is the other enclosure, which also has an underwater view, just not as deep as the other one. I'm guessing the pool is as deep as the other one, but just not the viewing point. And yeah, you can see the other indoor area, some other cool stuff. And if you're lucky,
wow,
you'll get a polar bear eating some fish over here. So cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is it for the indoor area. So we're gonna head back out over here. And you get another view of the outdoor area, and we're about to go to a brand new area, which opened summer of last year.
Ooh, I'm excited because I'm not familiar with that.
But yeah, just another view of the polar bears from over here. And you can see again the moat. It's actually a really interesting texture. I don't know what the side of the moat is, but it looks super cool. And in the summer, it's like completely covered in plants and stuff. I mean, you can kind of see it now as well, but it blends in really nicely. Super well. And yeah, he's got a little scratching post over there.
I love how open this exhibit feels.
Yeah, it feels a lot bigger than it actually is, I think. Oh yeah, and over there in the middle, this polar bear is so kindly showing us right now is a connection point for the two habitats. That's how they can go from one side to the other. And
there on the left you could see the moat between the two enclosures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a bit more apparent on this side. I will say, especially as we're gonna go up here to the right now, this is a new area, so the bison habitat got a nice, I don't really think it's an expansion, but it's got another path going around it to draw a lot more focus to it, because before it was kind of hidden away a little bit. You got to see the bisons from like only 1 or 2 vantage points. But yeah, a side effect of that is that you also see the polar bear exhibit from this side. And it's not bad by any means, but you can definitely tell it wasn't supposed to be viewed from this side. Like you can see some more ugly parts of the backstage and things like that. But what is cool? This is really cool. Here we can see the holding pens for the bison over here.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, they go underneath this bridge into their habitat. So yeah, again, I don't really know if this habitat got any expansion or anything as part of this renovation. I just know that the walking path is new. And yeah, here we have it in summer, which is just super, super cool. We could also see a giant dome in the background there. That's actually something we'll be going into next episode. So people can look forward to that because it is really, really cool. And yeah, like we mentioned earlier, the only type of American theming.
Oh, yep.
There we got another one.
Beautiful.
And yeah, here is some education about bison, about how much their population were like demolished in the US, but also a sign about the differences between the European and the American bison. It's pretty cool. And as we zoom in over here, we've got a nice little baby. I think she was born last year. She was actually featured on... Oh yeah, we got some Boy Scouts which wanted to be on YouTube, so there they go. But that baby bison was actually featured in one of the recent episodes of The Real Life of the Zoo, which is a TV show here in the Netherlands, which is following the events and the going-ons at Blijdorp throughout, like, I think all of last year. And yeah, the new season just started like a week or 2 ago, and it's super, super interesting. So if you're Dutch and you're interested in that, definitely look it up.
What was the thing we were just looking at?
Oh, yeah, that was actually part of the Bird of Prey show, which is currently not accessible. Like, it's completely closed off. So, yeah, I was just kind of recording a bit of that. We'll actually see part of the Bird of Prey show area in the next episode. But yeah, it's closed, sadly. So, here we could see some beautiful flowers and stuff, as well as the prairie dog enclosure.
Cool. Like my first memory of prairie dogs is at Blijdorp, so I always love this enclosure.
Yeah, it's a super nice one. I think to me it is second to Amersfoort. I think Amersfoort's one is slightly cooler, but yeah, this one's definitely super cool. So yeah, here we have that amazing dome that we'll go to next episode, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, just to get all of North America into one video, we're just gonna quickly walk along this side. Because normally what I would do is, if I come in from this entrance, I would now move to the South America Dome and then move to the other side of the zoo. And the part we're looking at now, I would do on my way back to the entrance. But yeah, just to keep it all in one video, let's have a look around here. So this is actually part of South America, but... Oh, hey, some escaped prairie dogs. So now it's North America too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I did talk to a zookeeper about this, and they were like, yeah, we know. Some of them somehow managed to get out, and they were on the Bison plane, they were on the Vicuna plane, and the zookeepers were like, well, they're not going out of the zoo, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, quickly... a side view over here into Madagascar. This is the lemur enclosure next to the Oceanium, which we could see from there. Here we have some baby ring-tailed lemurs. It's really, really cute. I wonder what they're going to do with this enclosure now that they closed it off from the Oceanium, so it's not walkthrough anymore.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Curious to see what it will end up like, but yeah, there is a small viewing point from over here, so it's not completely blocked off. Yeah, this is just super adorable to see. There's not that many zoos that are breeding their ringtails.
Yeah, because like multiple sex groups are very hard to keep, I've heard.
Yeah, and also we have so many of them.
Yeah.
It's not like a high priority to be breeding them or anything. So, beautiful sign over there. If you get bit by a prairie dog, you have to get a vaccine or a shot or something. So don't pet them, you dumbass. Yeah, just so cool how you're walking in between them like this, and then got a little tunnel which I can barely fit in, but you know, just
But you did.
gotta give the full experience over here.
Yeah. Because now we're a prairie dog.
Now we are a prairie dog. Yes, we're coming out of the hole, and just listen to him. So cute.
I love them.
Yeah, it was really cool. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but as we, first of all, I love that you can see the bison from here as well. But yeah, as we will go, oh, you can see the holes are like plastic and stuff. Now over here, you can see these holes in the ground, and I'm guessing those are for the prairie dogs so that they can actually go from one side to the other. But I think it's super interesting that they would have to go onto the gas path for that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen one of them use it, and I don't know if they can like open or close it, the zookeepers, but yeah, I think it's really quite interesting.
Huh.
But yeah, that is the prairie dog enclosure. Another one of those awesome sites. And for last but not least, this is gonna be the last amazing North America theming. Also, beautiful sign explaining the different like rooms of the burrow
Yeah,
that
that's
are being
cool.
used for different purposes. And yeah, we can see the Oceanium over there. This is actually the Galapagos tortoise exhibit. But yeah, again,
Another skull.
another skull.
Beautiful. That's North America for you.
And here's another small gift shop and another zoo photo. We saw one of these in the. Oh, I might have to mute this this audio.
Oh no!
I'm gonna try to upload this and see if it gets flagged.
Why is it in this area though?
Yeah, we got another zoo photo. We saw one of them in the Oceanium as well. These things are in like every zoo at this point. Burgers has them, Beeksberg has them. I think they're all the same company that's just selling these to zoos. But it's cool. It's a fun little thing. But yeah, in the past, this was pretty much the only main viewing point of the bison enclosure. So it's really nice that they expanded it like they have. And yeah, this path ends up where we entered the polar bear exhibit, or where we came out of the polar bear exhibit rather. So slight detour over here from North America as well. This is more South America again, but it's all the way off here. This is the Galapagos giant tortoise outdoor exhibit, which we could see from those windows when we were in the Oceanium. The boat, yeah, the amazing boat room.
Yeah.
This is also where the emergency exit ends up, and there's also this little exhibit over here, which is planked off. It's completely boarded up. I don't know what it was for, but it's there.
Interesting.
Yeah, we can see more of the Oceanium back there. Like, I'm not sure what those rooms are for exactly. And yeah, this space is mostly just kind of empty. But what was here in the summer, which I just wanted to quickly shove in here,
Cool.
is so cool. Like, these kinds of touch tables, I think, is the most used term for them. It's so cool. Volunteer run, of course. Super passionate people talking about all of these items. I think this over here is a polar bear skull. So you can kind of see from the teeth that they are carnivorous, but also omnivorous, because they have those kinds of teeth as well. Or actually, I think those teeth, he explaining, is more like scissors to cut meat from pieces of bone and stuff. But yeah,
this is awesome.
It's so awesome. Getting to touch bison fur, getting to touch penguin fur in a bit, just all these beautifully taxidermy.
It adds so much to your zoo visit.
It honestly, these are the type of experiences you never forget, which is just life-changing stuff. Yeah, over here we got the penguin skin, a bit morbid, perhaps, but it's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is where I learned from this guy. He explained to me this is a female snowy owl. and he explained how like the females have these kind of gray tones in their feathers as well, because that helps them camouflage more among like pebbles and stuff.
Interesting.
Here we've got a baby penguin, and we got some penguin fur. Really soft, really cool.
Awesome.
So yeah, that is pretty much all of that. I think that kind of wraps up the episode over here. So I want to thank you all for watching. And next episode, we will be joined by someone else again. But Ryan will be back later on in the series to join us for another area of the zoo. So, almost forgot. We got another backstage peek.
Gotta see that.
Look, a garbage bin. And the moment I saw a zookeeper, I pushed it out. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Blijdorp Zoo Tour. Bye bye.
Goodbye.